Hello, everyone. Raven of Raven675 Gaming here, and welcome back to Factorio. Okay, so in this particular video, we need to get clay and sand and limestone and all sorts of other fun stuff set up, which means we actually have quite a fair bit of stuff that we need to get done so we can actually do it. Now, I went on ahead and Uh, I went on ahead and made some stuff in advance just because, oh, the character's in the way. Well, that makes sense, I guess. So the first thing we need to do is we need heavy mud water. Um, and yeah, let's see if we can't feed these things together here. Okay. Now, I did, like I said, I went on ahead and just, got some stuff done. Are these two things going to feed each other? No, they're not. Honestly, not surprised. Okay. Well, isn't this nice? I don't know why I'm doing that when I can just do this because it's going to be a problem anyway, so. Okay. Perfect. All right. And then this will produce heavy mud and heavy mud water. And you could take the mud and turn it back into, like, whatever it is you need. Sorry, not whatever it is you need. You could turn it back into the viscous mud. Oh, goody. Oh, that's just beautiful. Okay, so let's see here. All right, let me turn this off. And let's just double check here. So pretty much all of this is going to do some stuff with mud. All right, so let's take a look at like our options here. What do we have? What is this? Mud. I don't really know what we do with the mud itself. I guess we just turn the mud back into viscous mud water and then just pipe it back. Like, what exactly do I do with the mud? Like, I'm a little concerned right now because I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with all this mud? Like, come on. Like, so much mud. Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's perfectly normal. I'm sure everything's, A-okay and nothing bad will ever happen. Famous last words. Cannot connect system with different fluids. What? There we go. Oh. Whoops. All right. This needs to go away. Actually, can I put this? Yes, I can. Nice. All right. Wow. All right. And so, something must be done about the mud. Let's see here. I really have no idea. Get rid of all the water you don't want. Oh man. Something tells me that I'm about to be like super annoyed. Do I have an overflow valve anywhere? I do. Okay. So, very funny. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. I don't really feel like it's necessary. What? Yeah, I'm a... Well, that was beyond weird. Can honestly say that I'm rather used to this part of the whole game. What do you mean? Is that the problem? But you need the viscous mud water. Oh. Joyous. Okay. So, change plans. Change of plans. All right. We're going to just do it this way. Not really my ideal method here, but yeah. Okay. And boom. We're done. We're amazing. Problem solved. I'm just going to put this right here. Just on the off chance I need some power on this side, I'll already have it there. So 7 minutes in, and we've already completely wrecked the place because, you know, we are, you know, wonderfully amazing. Okay. So, one thing we're going to need is we are going to need a clarifier. I'm going to have to get rid of some of these trees. I really didn't want to get rid of some of these trees, but I don't really have much of a choice. The trees are going to have to go, unfortunately. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place the clarifier here. And we are going to take one of these beautiful things here. Let's see here. Oh, it's a washing plant. Is it a washing plant? I actually do not remember. All right, hang on. Okay. Oh, it's a liquefier? Seriously? Well, lovely. All right. Well, while that makes, we will just start producing. Oh, goody. You know, I even did stuff in advance because I was like, well, you know, I don't want all this stuff to, you know, like be in the way or like anything like that. But here we are. Should have, you know. Just. Ugh. All right. But the good news is, one thing we can do is we can start piping the heavy mud water. Now, for the heavy mud water. All right. Hang on. We're going to. All right. And we have some mud. So, superb. And we have a liquefier over here. Okay. So I think, yep, we'll just do this, and then I will make a overflow valve here. This is a lot of work just to get some mud. Like, seriously, this is a ton of work. It's like ridiculous amount of work. All for mud. Like, come on. So how much does it need? Every 5 seconds? Okay. I mean, That seems fine, I guess. All right. So now what we'll do is we'll just, I could just pipe it straight into here and not worry about an overflow. Like, at all. Just be like, all of it goes into the clarifier. But that doesn't seem very, useful. So what we'll do here is we will put in, where's our overflow valve? We'll put our overflow valve right there, actually. And we'll pipe this right here. So, oh, excellent. Excellent. See, I'm not too concerned about this because, you know, um, okay, actually, I am a little concerned. We need to do a one-way valve. Okay. So now everything can pipe out, but yeah. All right, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we made the heavy mud water. And now what do we need? We need... Something tells me I'm going to have to, like, extend and remove this at a later date, but, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to need to turn it down into heavy mud water there. Man, I'm going to need to bump this up to there. All right. Lovely. Okay, and this is also going to make mud. Seriously, this is so much work just for, some clay. So I need concentrated mud water. Okay. Concentrated mud water. Yes. So 200 every 5 seconds. And this actually makes 200 every 5 seconds. So yeah, it's another 2 for 2. Which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so what we will do here, I think, is we'll just do this. And then this, and then this. And then we'll probably just run that up to here, and then up to here. I need to get this out of my way. Seriously, though, this is a ridiculous amount of work for, like, one little simple thing. Like, this is just... it's just crazy. Yep. I could have just done that. All right. The output is full. Okay. And once again, like I say, if this backs up, I'll just throw a second one in. I'm pretty sure, given that I think it's only, 2 seconds? 5 seconds. But it is also 3 mud, so... 10 mud, sorry. So, yeah. So, nice little overflow. Prevent it from, bouncing back this way. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now what do I need? So, I need 30 concentrated mud water. Wow, that means I can make a lot of mud. Like, a lot of clay bricks, actually. But, with that said, if you will notice, we also need lime, which means we need light mud water. So, that means we're going to have to go up. Oh, joyous. Joyous. I think I'll just use the pumps in order to, meet demand of this up here. All right. So let's see here. Let's just connect these systems up here. And then I'll grab this and I will make concentrated mud water. Well, all right. No power. Big shock. Okay. What is this? Every 5 seconds? So one will effortlessly feed this. All right. Then we'll take this. Really? I don't have any? All right. And we get to do the whole let's just wait around and wait again game. Hmm. Okay. So let's take this up here. And then we'll take this over to here. Awesome. Now, it does take some time, but really. All right. Okay. So concentrated mud water, so 60, that's 180, but yeah, that's not really gonna produce a lot there. And I can't just drag this up either because I dragged it over this way. All right. Looks like we're gonna be moving some stuff around. Oh, this is just getting complicated. Like, this is actually genuinely just getting extremely complicated. Oh, man. All right, so the first thing we're going to obviously need is another 5 of these. And I'm going to have to run back up here. And, wow, that actually produces a lot of... wow. Fortunately, we don't have to go the way that I did with the power lines. So, you know, that's always super, super nice. Oh my, look at that. It's backed up. It is officially backed up. That is crazy. Well, you don't mind if I take some of this, do you? All right, so I'll start getting some steel processing just to kind of eat at this a little bit. I mean, I know that, you know, this is basically run out, so, you know, pretty much the only iron that's coming is from over here. So, is there anything else that I might need? You know, because I am way, way, way up here. Don't need defensive walls. I would say that this is a problem, but it's really not a problem because even if this did back up, it really doesn't matter that much. It can always be unclogged, as it were. That's not, that's maintaining really well. That's doing pretty good. We're going to have a lot of sulfuric acid in storage, by the way, like a ton of sulfuric acid. Okay, but we need to, you know, carry forward. I'm going to grab some steel and some copper. So how many of these? What's the issue? Steel is the issue. Okay, so we're gonna grab like 2 or 3 stacks of steel here. 2 stacks should do fine. Yep. Ooh, wow. Let's just grab another 5, and then let's grab some converters there, and let's go over here. and grab some belts, because we actually have quite a bit of belts now. Wow, making another 5 of those is going to take a little while, isn't it? Ah, that's still burning all right. How's this doing? Oh, yeah, that's doing very well. How's this doing? 30K? Woo! 256 stacks. That is starting to fill up, but I think it'll be all right, especially since this is starting to run out, too. It's going as fast as it can. Okay, so now we get to do the lovely part of run all the way back. Because, you know, that's always so enjoyable. Yeah, it looks like we have plenty. I mean, you know, as always, we can run back if we really needed to. Do 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 do. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this is not enough because these all perfectly feed each other, and the next set of tiers, they also need to feed each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this, and I'm going to build a new set just for the clay. I mean, because, you know, it's already doing pretty well anyway. So we're just going to remove this. Wow, that really does go, like, a lot better than I thought that would. That is crazy. Can you believe that this is literally, like, I'm not even kidding, but can you believe that all of this is, like, legitimately just so that I can get this part right down here? Not even kidding. Because in order to make the clay bricks, where's it at? It's somewhere around here. It tells me where... Ah, yes, clay requires all of this, but I think it's actually the best place to find it is right here. So clay brick requires an unburnt brick. That requires lime, clay, and sand. And then that just requires 4 of that. And I'm not really, like, too concerned. So basically, I need 3 resources. So I'm just going to have 3 tiers, and they're just going to go and, you know, basically branch off, you know, until they're no longer needed or, you know, what have you. Which means there's going to be probably a lot of leftover mud. You know, before too long, there's probably going to be an enormous amount of mud. So I'm going to redo this section here as well. It's going to be super. It's going to be a wonderful, 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 wonderful thing. Okay, so for limestone, we need lime. And lime requires... What does lime require? Lime requires 20 light mud and 25 water. And sand requires thin mud. So light mud, thin mud, and then you can make saline water. Okay. So I think we'll just do one more tier of thing here. And then I think we will call it quits for, you know, continuously expanding this pipeline. So let's see here. Let's go. How much space? Only 1 tile, so. Okay. This actually, in some ways, works out kind of good because, yeah, we could just go right up this way. And then we can just grab one of these, put this here. We'll just loop this around. Okay, Fluid ingredient shortage. Yeah, probably would help to connect the water, wouldn't it? Okay. Perfection. Okay, that can't be allowed to happen. Right. We need to go up to here. And then we go up to here. Let me just do this. Oh, goody. They're all disconnected again. Right. Of course. Of course. All right. Of course. Oh. So this is producing 6 mud. Which, honestly... is quite a lot of mud. Okay. So, what are we gonna do here? Oh, goodness. I didn't actually want to delete that, but, I mean, alright. Perfect. Okay, so, yeah, what we're gonna do is we're eventually gonna expand this, have some plans. We'll loop this stuff up and around on the off chance that it misses one, you know, so it doesn't stack up at the end there. Maybe, anyway. Alright, so... now what we can do, now that we have plenty of this stuff, is we're obviously going to connect this stuff to the grid here because, you know, we're obviously going to have a lot of it. And we will get back to our washing plants as they were before. And we will need... all right, let me go back to this. All right, so this needs 4, 2, and 2. I don't know how many we'll need. To be totally honest with you, I have absolutely no idea how many we're going to truly need. Oh. There we go. All right, so let's just do it like this, I guess. We will just drag this down to here. And then we will just connect this up like so. And then as far as this goes, I'm just going to do this because this is way easier. Okay, and it'll produce 3 bricks. So in 3 seconds, 5 seconds, I believe, one of these should be more than capable of, you know, handling all of this. Okay, so now we will just grab this, and I think we'll just... okay. Perfect. So now that that's, you know, mass producing. Lovely. Okay. And then I'll just dump the mud into here. And now what we need to do is basically effectively, you know, carry on with what we were doing before. Also, I'm going to slightly rearrange the power grid. Mostly just because, you know, I don't want all this stuff in the way. There we go. Okay. So, much like before, we'll just do this part, and then we need light mud water. Awesome, and that needs light mud water as well. So, I guess I will just turn this also into light mud water. There will be a bit of a build-up here, but, you know, again, not really a whole lot we can do about that. I do enjoy the fact that it's still producing mud. Oh, wow. Like, I want there to be some distance, but not that much distance. So how much? All right. Ah, yes. Right, because... Right. Everything is a perfect flow up until then, so... It's fine, fellas. Fine, everybody. We have this. We don't have this. Okay. Okay. So, once again, now we're making the light mud water. Light mud water. Okay. And we will need a washing plant here. I think I can get away with, you know, doing it down here. Honestly, I'm not really sure, but we're going to find out. So does it produce mud? Of course it produces mud. Like, why wouldn't it produce mud? Like, what a stupid question. Of course it produces mud. All right, so we'll just cart that over to there. And I think rather than dragging that up and around, I think I'm just going to go this way with it. Okay. Yeah, I realize I could have, like, moved those over one, but, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. It's perfectly acceptable. Okay, perfect. So, now what we're going to do is we are going to put this here, and we're going to have this make light mud. And because how long does this take? 5 seconds. So, yeah, one of these will do. All right, this needs to get out of my way, though. Okay, we'll just, you know, maneuver that over to there. Oh, right, power, electricity. All of these things that which are very, very useful. How is that not powered? And it just needs water. Awesome. So, you know, there are a couple different ways we could do this, but I think I'm just going to do it like this. Okay. And that'll literally be reducing, you know, half that amount. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. We're like slowly and steadily getting there. Okay, now we need thin mud water. Lovely. Went too far with that, but that's all right. That's a easy enough of a fix by comparison. That needs to go away though. Thin mud water it is. All right. So this entire episode was basically just about, you know, mass producing mud. That's right. Mud. It's like, so, what'd you make a video about today? Making mud. Truly, like, one of the modern wonders of the world. You know, mud. What? Exactly. Exactly. I mean, it's not a perfect system, of course. You know, this is not even being fully utilized. But the fact is, I don't, at least at the moment, I don't need it, and there's plenty of room for expansion here, and you know, various other things. And I would probably, what I should have done is mass produce, pump, and then another pump, and not a pump, like a storage tank. But I just opted not to do that. But could have totally have done that. Now this produces 1,200 a second, and this needs like, this should be perfectly fine. I mean, yeah, it's completely full. Okay, so, oh, joyous, I didn't do this part right, because I actually wanted to like pump it down, not like that. So what we're gonna do, get rid of that. And then we will bring this down to maybe, say, yeah. And then we'll grab this. And then we will connect this up and make some sand. Because sand is amazing. Not really, but... Okay, I think that this can probably produce more than enough than is necessary. But seeing how I am sort of stealing it from there, I'm going to add this extra pump just to ensure that these two are perfectly and adequately fed. Okay, so now we have sand and everything else that we need. Now we just have to get this stuff, you know, kind of up to where we need it. So what we're going to do here is I'm literally just making sure that this fits appropriately, as I do not want 2 billion sand in my inventory. No! Ah, see, that's not exactly what I want. Okay. Resources. Okay. Whew. This is pretty wild. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we are going to make some clay bricks. Oh. Where do we make the actual? Oh. Wow. Yeah, the thing that I didn't want to do, I basically about did. Okay. Now the downside is I don't have electric furnace. Do we have furnace? Because, oh, I can get an electric furnace for 75. 75. So that means that we're getting it. Okay. I know. It's like, what are you doing? But we need it. And so, yeah. So I think what we'll do is, seeing at how this is basically done. Actually, can I get a radar? Have I developed radar yet? I have developed radar. Hang on here. I'm going to put radar down here so I can see it. So I think what we're going to do is, this is basically done. Like, at this point, it's mostly just about setting up the furnaces and, you know, the the boilers and all the other stuff. So what we are going to do here and now is we're gonna fix the liquefier. Excellent. So that'll cover this portion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix this spot here, and then I'm gonna call it for this video. I don't really want to spend, 20 minutes, basically making bottles because I don't have that automated yet. And then when we come back next video, we are going to set up the crystallizer, well, the clay bricks, and then the crystallizer because we have everything else. The only thing we don't have is the clay bricks. We make everything else. We have the steel for it. We have the basic electronic boards. I have plenty of my inventory right there. So, we have the materials. We just lack, all the other stuff. Which, is acceptable, kind of, I guess, depending on how you feel about that. So, yeah. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn this into mud water. All right, yeah, we cannot do that. Awesome. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to take this back out. And we need to put it like, say, I don't know, right here. And then we'll put this here. And then we will look for our one-way valve. And we'll put our one-way valve right there. And then we'll drag this all the way down. Oh, my. Okay. And that will fill up. But down here, it won't. And the clarifier here will continue to, kind of do its thing. Okay, so this is fixed. Now what we're going to do is, while I run back, I'm going to make another one of these. They do actually cover quite a radius. Fortunately, these things do not pollute at all, actually. Other than consuming large quantities of electricity, they don't... Oh, they pollute a little bit, but not really that much. Okay. So, now what we're going to do is start producing bottles. Bottles by the dozens. Everybody gets a bottle. Because, yes, this is going to take an enormous amount of time, energy and so forth, to just basically stand there and do that. So, what we're going to do next video, because, we're at 42 minutes, almost 43 minutes. We can afford to be a little leisurely with this. So I'm thinking I'll probably, I don't know where even the best spot to put this thing would be. I'm thinking maybe kind of like over here in the middle. It won't let me see everything, but it'll let me see enough. Boom. It lets me see a lot more than I realize, actually. I can see all the way down here now. And all the way over here. Okay, so never mind. The radar is actually fairly good. It does take some electricity, but, again, with this facility largely shutting down due to lack of resources. Just gonna grab this. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's basically gonna just produce forever. Okay, so what we're gonna do next video, we're gonna get the clay bricks fired up and running. We are not going to pipe them because we're not going to need that many. So I'll fill up a chest with them. And then I'll pretty much call it good. Now, later, we're obviously going to have to go through and clean all this up and make it prettier and so forth. But I think for right now, we're totally fine with what we have. And then what we're going to do after this, after we get slag stuff done, because we'll be able to get slag. Like, the only thing that we're really missing is the sulfuric acid, which we actually have the... thing. It's literally right here. And we're gonna produce all of this and turn it into slag, and this is like ever so slowly filling up with slag, but it goes pretty quick. Like you turn that slag into sludge awfully quick, trust me. And obviously, of course, we'll mass feed the big pile of slag first, and go from there. But anyhow, so after we get the slag processing set up, the next step will be to redo this area and ensure that it's piped over to here, and then we'll have to, maneuver more slag around. Basically, it'll just be a bunch of moving around. But we will be where we need to be, when that time comes. Or rather, we'll have the resources. So next video will probably be a lot of like just shifting stuff around, putting it in a better spot, that sort of thing. Carting copper ore over to here, because that's going to be the first big thing we're going to produce, because, until the bobomium and the rubyite is over with, there's not really much of a need to, produce a lot of, or, get rid of a lot of this stuff. And if we need, like, say, nickel or, the first stage nets us lead, tin, silicon, silver, iron, and copper. The next stage will net us gold, nickel, zinc, titanium, aluminum, magnesium, chrome, cobalt, tungsten, uranium, fluorite, and thorium. So we'll have plenty of basically everything we need, and by the time we get down to this point, we should be like way better off, as far as things go. I don't know if we need to ever use the ceramic filter. There's two different ways: a spent ceramic filter and purified water. I don't really know what alumina is. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, I get it. So you just use the alumina. It's alumina. Oh, aluminum. Okay. Well, that could be interesting, because that would basically mean that all you really have to do is pump purified water into it and off it goes. But it's 1 coal for every 5. And honestly, making coal, not even remotely time consuming. So coal processing, coke purification. 4 coke becomes 6 carbon. That's quite a lot. I'm totally going to skip that because I just don't care about that at all. Charcoal. Here we go. Coke pellets. That would be the best thing to get, would be coke pellets. 15, that would go a long way. Much more so than carbon. And then, of course, I can have a little bit of carbon set up, because you do need carbon. Like, you need a little bit of everything. So I don't know. I might hit a point where, we're making coal. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Can I burn charcoal in this thing, or is it just coal? Looks to be just coal. Let's see here. Charcoal. Wood processing 2. Charcoal. Ingredients: 2 wood pellets. So carbon can be converted from that. Okay, so we have options. For right now, I think we're okay, just because there's 274,000 of it, and we're really not using that much of it, like, at all. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely day.